Welcome to Merida! Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Rosie and welcome to Merida. We arrived last night. I took a couple of photographs walking around the city. I'll pop some on screen here, but oh my goodness, it is such a beautiful place. I absolutely fell in love last night, so I'm so excited to explore today during the day when I can actually see the buildings and actually walk around properly. We're going to be here for 8 nights, so obviously last night was the first night. This morning we have come to a market, so I'm going to show you around there. That's the first thing we're going to tick off today. So this is the market that we've come to. I think we're maybe too late for all the meat because a lot of the people have gone. There's only a couple of stands left. And then this is the market. So we did hope to come here and buy some fruits to kind of keep in the fridge. Oh wow, they're making tortillas. So the restaurant here called La Lupita is where the Airbnb host just recommended that we come and eat dinner, well lunch, and there's lots of seating over there. There's actually a queue of people waiting to be seated and then more here, so it's definitely the place to eat if you're in this area, La Lupita. There's a couple more restaurants here and places to get drinks, and then through this way is the fruits and vegetables and also flowers. Look how pretty these are. All this food looks so fresh and delicious, oh my goodness. And they also have half papayas, which is such a good size for us, me and Jeremy. And they've got spices, tacos, sauces, avocados, tomatoes, bananas, mangoes, pepper, radish, grapes, watermelon, so much goodness. I love this shop with all the spices hanging up there. It's so cool. Okay, so we ended up having lunch at that restaurant and honestly I would not recommend. It wasn't bad, it just wasn't amazing. Like, we've eaten a lot of good food since we've been in Mexico. Jeremy did not enjoy his. It looked fucking gross, to be honest. It was tripes, it was intestines. You ate maybe half of the meat and maybe like an eighth of the soup because it was basically just oil, so it was pretty gross. Mine was fine. I had one taco and 2 salbutes, but the salbutes weren't crispy, the meat was quite dry on the turkey, and it was just like, it was fine, it was food, it fed us, but I'm not like, I wouldn't go back particularly. So I do like to recommend actually good spaces and like places to eat. I don't want to just recommend anywhere. We are now going to walk into town. So like I said, we came last night, but we didn't see much of the city because it was already getting dark. But from what we saw, I was absolutely in love with it. I'm going to go and walk in the shade because it is very warm. It's about 11 a.m. right now, so we just had tacos for breakfast, which is what they do here in Mexico. So yeah, hoping I can show you around a little bit today. So we've come to a park. We came here last night. There's a church here. There's a monument in the middle. And then there's a couple of hotels around the sides, and it is absolutely beautiful here. I mean, especially with the leaves falling. Oh my God, how beautiful. There's this yellow one that it's got a gorgeous staircase. I've just taken a couple of pictures there of the doorway because it is magnificent. Also took some pictures last night as well. There's a hotel there, and then this one is called Gran Hotel. And it is absolutely stunning. Like, I love that old glass detailing around the entrance. I love the colour, and also at the top there, I think I could read it last night. Did it say 1907, 1901, something like that? Maybe completely wrong. I'll pop it on screen if I'm completely wrong. Let's do wide angle. Isn't that absolutely beautiful? There's a Starbucks. This is the closest Starbucks to us, which we might end up coming to work, to be honest, because it's nicer working there than in our kind of hotel room or Airbnb room. But it's absolutely gorgeous here. It's so photogenic. I've brought my camera today, thank God, so I can take lots and lots of photographs because this place is just absolutely gorgeous. And I don't know if this is going to be a good thing to say or a bad thing to say, but it really feels like I'm in a big European city. I feel like I could be in Italy or Spain, maybe even Portugal, to be honest. It feels very European, which feels very homely, very comforting to me. Obviously there's lots of Mexican people here, lots of Mexican food, the Mexican shops and clothing and things like that, but a lot of the architecture was obviously built by the Spanish, and you can really tell by, like, it's just very European, it's very beautiful, it reminds me of home, so it's actually quite nice. So it also seems like a really cultural city. There's a teatro here, which is a theatre. This green one is a palace, I'm pretty sure, and then we're now walking down to the main square of Merida. So we have come in the green building that I just showed you. It is a palace. This is the name if you ever want to come here. It's free to get in. and it is absolutely gorgeous. So we're going to have a quick look around. Wow, I can't believe things like this are free. Usually you'd have to pay, I don't know, 20, 30 euros or something like this in Europe. This architecture is stunning though. So the palace that I've just been in was this one. It was absolutely incredible, well worth going in, especially because it's free. This room was absolutely gorgeous, so beautiful. But this is on the main square of Merida. There's a building over there I want to go and explore another day, but this is the big church or cathedral, I guess. I think we're gonna, no, it's closed, we're not gonna go inside. We'll go inside another day. But it is absolutely beautiful here, and like I said, we're on the main square, so I'll show you the square as well as we walk through, and I'll be able to show you around a little bit. So we are now walking through the Plaza Principal of Merida. It is absolutely beautiful. There's a big plaza in the middle with a big pole with the flag. There's lots of seating around as well, including these like love seats, which are really, really pretty. There's obviously the palace that we've seen, there's the church behind me, and then there's the town hall in front of me. There's the church, so there's definitely a lot to see here. Very beautiful. Okay, so this is the town hall. It is so pretty. There's a clock tower. It was built in 1821 and it's absolutely gorgeous. Okay, so Jeremy saw some people walking in a building. We're like, okay, let's go and see what that is. It turns out it's a museum, and now we're walking around the museum. Again, it's free to visit, which I do think is amazing. I wish more cities had free stuff to do, like cultural things, because it's always, you know, the rich that can afford to do these sort of things, so it's nice that it's free. And it's beautiful. I'll show you around a little bit. So we are walking down Calle 63, I think it was, from the main square, and this building seems to be built from brick and limestone, I think. It's a really interesting design and very different to anything I've kind of seen before. So the main square is down there. We are now walking down this way and going to make our way back to the Airbnb so we can chill out and get some work done for a couple of hours. Good morning, it's the very next day, and today we have come to somewhere very special. It's basically a family home, and they open it on a Saturday and a Sunday for breakfast and lunch. So it is not a regular restaurant. I'll be able to show you around a little bit, but I thought I'd show you the street as well, because this time of day it's beautiful with all the wires and all the reflections of the wires on the buildings. I know it sounds random, but let me show you. So this is the pretty street that we're on, super colourful, and this is what I meant about all the wires and the reflections, not the reflections, the shadows, sorry. Anyway, this is the restaurant, so it's just somebody's home, and they open it up and serve food here. So only on a Saturday and a Sunday, I think in the morning for breakfast until lunchtime. I'm going to put you on wide angle, even though the quality might be terrible. But look at the beautiful flooring and the seats and things. So this is where Jeremy's sitting, and then the kitchen is through there. And then there's also like a beautiful outdoor, oh, there's a bathroom. Also a beautiful outdoor space. Bathroom and this garden. So yeah, it's a really lovely way to be able to see a real Mexican house and eat real Mexican food by a family versus like a restaurant, although I guess it is a restaurant, but that's the kitchen. So lunch was delicious. Jeremy got huevos a la mexicana, which is basically scrambled eggs with tomato or something, right?
Yeah.
And then I got huevos rancheros, which was tortilla, of course, with egg on top with tomato sauce on top, and it was delicious. We then also shared a flan, and we had an orange juice each as well. It came to $315, which is a bit more expensive for us, but it was really, really good. Really enjoyed that. We are now about to walk up a road. Do you happen to know which road it is?
Paseo Montejo.
Paseo Montejo is the road, but apparently there's lots of nice buildings. So we're going to walk up one way and then walk back down the other way. I've also got my camera today, so I'll be able to show you a little bit and obviously take some photographs. For some reason, I am so low energy today. I slept well, but I just feel exhausted. So don't expect a lot from me today, but I will show you kind of as much as I feel I can really. And so we're just walking obviously from the restaurant, and the streets here are all so colourful and so pretty, like blues, greens, pinks, orange, yellows, lots of cactus as well. So it's just gorgeous to walk around here. This is the Anthropology Museum. It's absolutely gorgeous. I am stood still on the main road. We're kind of making our way up there. So there are cars and things in the distance, in the background. But yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. I think it's well worth going in. Not that I've been in just yet. We might do that another day, do like actual day trips and going in places. But it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm now walking past the Centro Cultural Fernando, Castro, Pacheco. Probably completely butchering that. I think it is free entrance though, so I'm going to have a quick walk round if it's open and if it is free. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm in the museum. I'm going to talk quietly. Seems like I'm the only person here, but it's beautiful. It's nice and cold with the AC, which is lovely, but there's loads of paintings here as well. So like I said, it is free to get in. You just have to write down your name, where you're from, your age, and I was like, how old am I? Yeah, we're just walking through now, and there's lots of paintings on the walls. So I'm going to show you around a little bit. I'll probably put some music on so you can kind of listen to it and look around without me talking. But it's lovely. I think well worth popping in so far. Okay, so I really enjoyed walking through there. The main thing that I enjoyed was the AC, I'm not going to lie, especially on a hot day in Mexico. It was nice and cool, but there was some really, really beautiful artwork. So I don't mean to be respectful, it was really, really beautiful and definitely worth popping in, especially if you are into art and you like to see different pieces by different people. I really enjoyed it. Nice little kind of 5-10 minute pop in there. It was lovely. So we're now going to carry on, and again I'll show you anything else that we see that's exciting and kind of importance, that's the word. Okay, so we've walked one block from the main road to a place called Casa Azul, and it basically means blue house, and it's a hotel. Jeremy found it on a blog or YouTube or something saying it was a beautiful building, and it is. So we've come to say hello to this. Might take a couple of photographs and then we'll get back on the other road, the Palacio Monte, whatever it was. We are now just walking past Yerba Santa Merida, which I'm not sure if it's a hotel or a restaurant. Jeremy says you can go to the top from 4 p.m. into that tower. But oh my goodness, it is such a beautiful building. It's lovely. So I've just come to the side, and that's the tower bit. You can go up at 4, but it's absolutely gorgeous. What did you say it was?
So the first floor is a restaurant, the
Yeah.
second floor is a bar, rooftop sky bar.
Yeah.
And then there's a sale ticket also to go up the tower.
Ah, it's lovely, isn't it? So it's definitely a beautiful view in the morning or an afternoon, something like that. A lovely stroll past some of these beautiful buildings. Some of them I'm sure are probably just houses, and some of them are actual buildings that you can visit. But it's so, so lovely, covered in green trees and in the shade and things. There's a Starbucks up here, and there's also a Walmart. And the next building we're going to come across is a house, I think, that you can walk around and visit. So next up on this road is Quinta Montes Molina. It's a historical place museum, and it says on Google that tours are offered at this restored 1902 mansion with European furniture, gardens and something else, but it looks beautiful. I don't think we're going to go in today, but it is a beautiful, beautiful building. So it looks like they're setting up for a wedding today, which is the most idyllic location. So beautiful. Although, I mean, you are on a main road, so maybe not, but the gardens look beautiful. Anyway, walking down this way, trying to stay in the shade because it is bloody warm. So the last place to mention down this road is the ice cream shop that we've just been in. They actually sell sorbets, not ice creams. I just got the orange flavour and it was absolutely delicious. I didn't film it before I ate it, and then I absolutely gobbled it down because I was boiling, and it was so refreshing, so delicious. There's one here and there's another one in town as well. So I'm probably going to have to go back to the one in town before we leave to get another flavour. Some of the ones I was tempted by was pineapple, peach, lemon. Obviously I got orange. There was also chocolate, there was cacahuete, probably about 10 to 12 different flavours.
Cacahuete's not an English word.
Oh, cacahuete's not an English word. No, what is it in English? Peanut. Is it peanut? Yeah, peanut. Sorry, that's the French word that I just love apparently. So yeah, that really threw me off. But yeah, loads of different flavours, and it was really, really delicious. That's the last place that we're going to see while we're here. We're now going to head home and get some work done for the afternoon, so I'll probably talk to you tomorrow. Hi guys, I'm currently editing this video and I want to jump in here and tell you about all the free events happening in Merida throughout the week. You can find so many things to do for free, and I think that's such a great thing about this part of Mexico. Every single evening there is something to do, and I just want to break down and talk to you about every single one that's available. On a Monday night you can go to a Yucatan dance and music. It's at the Palacio Municipal, which is on the main square of Merida. On a Tuesday there is a big band playing 40s music at Santiago Park. On Wednesdays there are different cultural events at Olimpo Cultural. On Thursdays there is music and dance at Parque Santa Lucia. I'm actually going to pop in some of the footage here because this is one of the ones that we went to and I really, really enjoyed it.
Contigo aprendí a conocer, son tus mujeres bellas escultura cuando van.
Friday evenings you can go to the light show on the cathedral. We actually went to this one as well. They have a light show talking about the history of Merida and Mexico with lights on the cathedral. It's a really cool event and I highly recommend going to that as well. Saturday was my favourite thing we went to see whilst in Merida. They have a demonstration of the ball game that they used to play back in the Mayan days, and it's so cool to see it with your own eyes. It was really, honestly, very entertaining. Really enjoyed it. We'd read online that they don't often score goals, so when they scored maybe 4 or 5 goals during our game, when they scored the first one, the whole crowd erupted. It was so fun. Really enjoyed that.
Del juego de pelota. Noche. Ambas familias. De los mayas con el paso Winger un caballumo. El juego de pelota es considerado como el juego de la vida y la muerte, completamente relacionado con la agricultura y con el maíz. Con la llegada de los españoles, este juego se dejó de ver con el demonio. Se sabe que los indígenas mayas lo siguieron practicando escondidos de guerra por los señores de la oscuridad. Fuerte, los rituales del Pokémon en mis casos no existía aro alguno. Esa la pelota, el de los aros, ese juego se jugaba con la cadera y con los glúteos. Ser considerado como un patrimonio cultural de los yucatecos que impide la realización de este torneo. Esta noche han hablado a través de nosotros, nuestros. Y fuerte el aplauso para el equipo de los Zigzags.
And then once they played the ball game, they set fire to the ball they'd been playing with and then played with their hands, and they're throwing like a ball that is literally on fire to each other and trying to score goals that way. So it was honestly so fun. Highly recommend for everyone visiting Merida. Make sure they're on a Saturday so you don't miss that one.
Poesía. Estaba casado con la diosa de la luna. Dos equipos Quina, Sol, Día, 1004, Chan o Gran. Para representarnos, arroba, una vírgula enrollada en forma de 8 en el entrecejo. Y grandes. Gran causaban intencionalmente el extravío entre los niños. Niños que estaban destinados a ser sacerdotes, que profetizarían estos últimos el futuro primero de los hombres. Por la tarde, desciende al inframundo, transformado en jaguar, señor del mundo subterráneo y sol nocturno, como se muestra en el Templo del Sol, donde se registra.
And then on Sundays they have the market at the main plaza throughout the whole square. It's really great to go and look at all the different textiles, the clothing. You can get some marcasitas, you can get some food. Would highly recommend going on a Sunday to the main plaza as well. So Merida is full of lots of different activities throughout the week. All of it's free, and I think it's just a great thing that they're doing as a city. So if we go back to the vlog, we were actually in Merida for 8 full days, but I didn't actually film every single day because we obviously spent some time working. So the next 2 days I filmed content, but I didn't actually vlog as in talk to camera. So what I'm going to do now is talk to you about the next 2 days, and I'll pop some images and videos on screen so you can see what I'm talking about. The first thing we did on this day was to go and get some ice cream from this place called Polar. It's a gelato and ice cream place, and they have some crazy flavours. One of the flavours was grasshopper. Another flavour was Edam cheese with hazelnut butter. Another one was blue cheese with apple compote. Another one was pistachio, raisins, almonds and pecans. So they had so many different flavours, really interesting to try. You can actually do a little taste test before you order, but it was really delicious. We then walked around to Plaza Santa Lucia, which is what we'd seen in the evening at that time. We went to go and see the dance, so it's really nice to see it during the day, to see the statues on the stage, to see all the restaurants, the yellow. It was really pretty. Also, you can see the benches, they stay there all the time, I think. We also walked through a church. I'll pop the name on screen if I can find it. And then as this was a Sunday, we also walked through the market in the central plaza and really enjoyed just walking around and taking in the local culture. The cathedral was also open on this day, so we ended up walking around. It was really lovely. It's such a huge place. They actually had a service on at the time, so we didn't really want to interrupt it too much, but it was nice to see the inside. We also walked through this building next door, which is called Pasaje de la Revolución. Apparently it's a place where they often display artworks, although there wasn't much in when we were there. I then walked through town and went to this shop that I've seen quite a few times when walking into Merida. It had lots of different things in there to buy, lots of different artworks, cushion covers, hammocks and different things. It was really interesting to see the local textiles and the local artwork. And then in the evening we walked down to see these gates. I can't remember why they're famous, honestly, I'm so sorry, but we went to see these and a couple more churches as well. And then the next day that we vlogged, we went to Mercado San Benito, which was quite a bit of a walk from where we were staying, but it was well worth going. We enjoyed looking at the taco makers. We got ourselves a juice from this guy that was absolutely delicious. We saw some animals, we saw lots of fruit and vegetables, lots of food stands and drinks and honey. There was also big sweet stands, and it was just really fun to walk around. We did get some food from there. This one was not great, honestly. It was kind of cold and soggy, and I don't know why we went for it. It was not fun. So we also got a sandwich in the market as well, and that was a lot better than the first tacos, and ended up walking home, and that was kind of it. So I know the end of this vlog was a little bit rubbish. I apologise. I don't know why I filmed content but didn't actually talk. I promise my vlogs are getting better, but I really hope you enjoyed this one looking around Merida. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!